this trip, I'll be going to Chengdu.
The city is a very sophisticated city.
And I really love the city at night. I'm taking photos all the time.
And I've never been there, and I believe, that they don't get a lot of Western products out that way. And so it's a very exciting opportunity for us. Well, I think China's been the first country in which we have launched completely online, and other countries are still very much a wholesaler, distributor. It's a very exciting place to be involved with, and I'm finding Chengdu a remarkable city. I think the outdoor environment here is very similar to New Zealand. The attitude of fitness and family health. And I think I was blown away by the size of that company and the number of productions that they do every day, and just the scale of it, and the amazing, the big new buildings that they were putting up all over the place for this particular channel.
And we've had a large group of companies to be able to come up and look at something a little bit different to Shanghai, Beijing, and see some of the China's West, and then compare and see what's different. You hear about the numbers of consumers, the size of the population, the speed of growth, and what's going on in the market. So that's always really, really exciting. I think, though, what people have to realise is that also brings pretty intense competition.
This person is picking up a lot of things, and then he will use this hand cream to deliver the fruits to the,
You see the orders being taken into bags and the golden belts around the ceilings. It's quite fascinating. I've never seen anything like this before.
If you live within 3 or 4 kilometers around the supermarket and you place an order, they can deliver it within 30 minutes. So that just shows how, even if it's a small order, and that shows how fast we're meeting consumer demands.
We have also introduced what is to date the most sophisticated new retail solution that we've done anywhere in the world, understanding the importance of that here in China, as we heard on the previous panels. It's a highly e-commerce driven market. Of all the transactions we do in a given day, about 90% are actually on mobile phones here in China, which is very different from any other country that we sell in the world.
Really good to see that combination of the online and offline, because a lot of our New Zealand businesses especially, they do start off with quite a heavy online presence, so it's really good for them to see that kind of transition from online to offline and how you could use both presences.
After 10 years of effort, our stock price has risen almost $800 million.
那么在2010年的时候，我们就迎来了自己的意识来，我们的 QQ 用户同时在线突破了1个亿。
The consumer is a sophisticated, intelligent, has an intelligent mindset compared to 40 years ago. And this economic growth is quite overwhelming. These are signs, the signals that is coming out. It will show that Chengdu is going to become, a very large and growing economy in the next coming years. This also provides, as a business operator, assurance that there is a market, there are buyers who are interested. It's actually quite elegant, and people are quite, there's a fashionable sense, there's a vibe, but it's also accompanied with a traditional values that still stays with everyone's way of life. So it's such an amazing balance to see. At the same time, people do have the strong intention to be more sustainable.
New Zealand is a country which is fortunate to have a slight surplus with China, but in saying that, really, we import a lot from China, they import a lot from us, and the two-way trade is over $30 billion New Zealand dollars, which is fantastic growth, but it's grown on both. It's grown both from exports from China to New Zealand and exports from New Zealand to China.